By the causeless mercy of Sri Guran Gauranga, we have arrived here in the lap of Giraj Govardhan from Sri Navadvip Dham. We have just had a very big celebration for the 150th Vyasa Puja, appearance day of Prabhupada Srila Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Thakur. So on that day, we made some offering to Srila Bhakti Siddhanta Thakur. Some of his lectures, very deep Siddhanta and beautiful Harikatha that was never translated before. Now we have translated and published to make gift to Prabhupada as an offering on his 150th Vyasa Puja. So before I begin to speak, I would like to present Srila Bhakti Siddhanta Thakur's Gaudiya Darshan, such a very profound and beautiful Harikatha, and his Vedic wisdom tales. I would like to present these books to our illustrious guests here so that they can bless me, that I'll gradually evolve and develop pure bhakti. So, not these, because it should be in a golden box. So, I humbly request my most dear Pujpad Sri Pundarik Goswami. I want to say one thing. Actually, I first met him when he was a little boy. That time I didn't know him. My Gurudev was very closely related and had very loving relationship with his grandfather, Param Pujapad Sri Atul Krishna Goswami. His grandfather was such a great speaker of Harikatha. Adbhut, astonishing, amazing, so deep. And not only did you become inspired by hearing his Harikatha, you became inspired by seeing how he was relishing the Katha himself. Amazing. And when he disappeared from this world, then I felt, oh, the world has lost a great jewel. And I was broken-hearted. But then, after a few years, I came to one Harikatha of our dear Pundarik Goswami, and I looked, and it was exactly as if his grandfather had reappeared. Nava-yovanam, in a new form. And I was amazed. Yes, I thought, yes, he's still here. He is still with us. So that time I came, I gave garland to Maharaj, and Maharaj gave me his garland. He said, this is Pandit Vivaha. Two Pandits getting married. We give a garland to each other. So I humbly request my dear Pundarik Goswami to accept this gift in the glorification of Prabhupada Srila Bhakti Siddhanta Thakur. And also my dear Bhakti Rakshak Siddhanti Maharaj, very dear disciple of Param Pujapad Srila Bhakti Vaibhav Puri Goswami Maharaj, great Acharya, very close, intimate disciple of Prabhupada Srila Bhakti Siddhanta Thakur, who has done Prabhupada's Manobhishta Seva everywhere. So I humbly request Maharaj that you accept this publication. Thank you. Hare Krishna. And if you carefully read it, and if there's any mistake, you can make a correction for me. Thank you. Hare Krishna. Nama Shrestha Manamapi Vishachiputram Atra Surupam Rupam Tasragraja Muripurim Maturim Goshtuatim Radha Kundam Girivaram Aho Radhika O Madhavasam Prapto Yasya Pratita Kripaya Sri Gurum Tam Natosmi Guravehi Gaurachandraya Radhikaye Tadale Krishnaya Krishna Bhaktaya Tad Bhaktaya Namo Namah Ananda Leelamaya Vigrahaya Hemabhadivyatschavi Sundaraya Tasmai Mahaprema Rasapradaya Chaitanya Chandraya Namo Namaste Chaitanya Chandraya Namo Namaste Chaitanya Chandraya Namo Namaste Bhaktya Bhina Aparada Lakshe Chilkasta Kamaditaram Kamadhi Kripa Mahitam Shanam Prapanna Vrinde Namaste Charanaravindam Vrinde Namaste Charanaravindam Govinda Damo Dharamaraveti Govinda Damo Dharamaraveti Govinda Damo Dharamaraveti Govinda Damo Dharamaraveti. Everyone. Hey Krishna, Hey Yadava, Hey Saketi, Govinda Damodara Madhaveti, Sham Sundar Shikanda Shekhar, Smaraha Sumurali Manoida, Radhika Rasika Mama Kripanidhi, Swapriya Charna Kinkurim Kuru. Tavai vasmi, na jivami tvaya vina. Iti vigyaya devi tam nayamam chanantikam. First of all, I offer my sastang dandavat puspanjali, my heart like flowers, thousands and thousands of times, at the lotus feet of my holy master, my supremely worshipable spiritual Gurudev, Asmadya Paramaradhatama Guru Pada Padma Nityalila Pravisht Om Vishnu Pada Shtotarastasri Rupanugacharya Varya Srila Bhakti Vedanta Narayan Goswami Maharaj. Secondly, I offer my pranams thousands of times at the lotus feet of my Param Gurudev to Srila Prabhupada and to all of our Sri Rupanuga Gaudiya Guru Parampara. And finally, I offer my pranam to Pujapad Sri Bhakti Rakshak Siddhanti Maharaj, Pujapad Sri Pundarik Goswami Maharaj, Pujapad Sri Sajjan Maharaj, Krishna Chandrapu, and all the assembled Vaishnavas and Vaishnavis, my Dandavat Pranam, Vancha Kalpatarubhasta Kripasindavat Patin Pavani Vaishnavi Bhyo Namo Namaha. Once there was a Sanskrit Pandit, a scholar from Kashi. He was very learned in Vedanta, Upanishad. But somehow, by good fortune, he came to visit Vrindavan. And there in Vrindavan, he had the fortune of association with the Radha-rasa-sudha-nidhi Vaishnavas. So his heart was changed and he dedicated his life to trying to attain the Nitya Seva of Radha and Krishna here in Vrindavan. But his Purva Sanskar, his impressions from before, they were still there. It takes some time to become immersed in the Braja Rasa. So because he was very learned, he used to give some katha every day. And the devotees like to come and hear his explanation. So one day he was saying, if you want to realize the seva, nitya seva of Radha and Krishna, then you'll have to be completely free from all rajas and tamas, all passion and all ignorance. One Rasik Vaishnava was sitting in the audience there, and he gave some, not exactly correction, but refinement, some refinement. He said, oh, what you are saying is true, what you are saying is correct, but there is some, dosh. What is that? Avyapti dosh. Avyapti means, what you have said is true, but it's not the complete story. Something is missing. Why is that? He answered, because Rasik Vaishnavas are very colorful, how they describe, how they explain things. He said, Harim mudishyate rajo baraha purataha sangamayatyamum tama brajabama drisham na padati prakatam sava drishaha suterapi. Rupa Goswami's verse. Actually, Yogamaya Purnamasi Devi is speaking. Yogamaya Devi is saying, oh, just look. The sky is full of dust, goduli. The dust is rising up into the air. What does it mean? Evening time is coming. Krishna is returning from Gosht, from the pasturing grounds, with 9 lakhs, Nanda Baba's cows, so many cows. So look, Harim Dishate Rajobara, the sky is full of dust. It indicates something. Hari is coming. Purataya Sangamayattamum Tama. And now the sun will set and darkness is spreading everywhere. Brajabama Drisham na padati prakatasava disha suterapi. And this draja, this dust and this tama, this darkness indicates to the Braj Gopis, oh, now we have to get ready. Because soon, this evening, secretly, we will go and meet with Sri Krishna Chandra. So, that padati, that method of loving service, that how the Gopis serve Sri Krishna. In the kunjas of Vrindavan, that is prakatam sute api, that is not manifest. Padati na prakatam suterapi. That padati cannot be known even by those who know all the Vedas, even by those who are free from rajas and free from tamas completely. They may be mukta mahapurush, but still they cannot know the padati, the seva padati of Braj Gopis. Something more is needed. It's not enough. Gopi anugatya bina aishwarya gyane bajilai nahi pai brajendra nandane. Without actually being in the anugatya, coming under the guidance of Braja Gopis, then no one can go beyond the limitations of the aishwarya, the knowledge of Krishna's Bhagavata, and attain his service in Braja. So those very Braj Gopis, those associates of Radha and Krishna, they appeared in this world along with Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, and through them Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu is distributing this eternal seva. I know that many of you were surprised. We came here to hear about the Radha-rasa-sudha-nidhi. Then one Braj Vibhuti, great opulence, the glory of this Braj Mandal, our Sri Achyutalal Bhatta Goswami, he sat here and then he began to explain Advaya Gyan Paratattva, Swagat Bhed, Sajatya Bhed, Vijatya Bhed, Rohita, like that, everyone. I thought the subject was Radha-rasa-sudha-nidhi. But why did he do it? Why did he do it? Heilu dunita kedaya Vishadaya pranmela dunmadaya Samyat Shastra Vivadaya Rasadaya Chittarpitun Mahadaya Shashvat Bhakti Vinodaya Samadaya Madhurya Maryadaya Sri Chaitanya Dayanide Tavadaya Bhuyad Amandodaya. Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, he's giving a daya, he's giving mercy. This mercy takes away all khed. If you are lamenting, you have any stress, all gone. He makes the heart pure. And gives joy. Samat Shastra Vivadaya. Everyone was arguing about Siddhanta. But when the mercy of Mahaprabhu comes, everything's solved. And everyone becomes peaceful, satisfied. Oh, this is the conclusion. So he's giving Rasa Chittarpitun Madaya. And makes everyone's heart become intoxicated. Sasvat Bhakti Vinodaya. He gives the realization of the Bhakti Vinod, the eternal pastimes of the Supreme Lord. Samadhyam Madhurya Maryadaya, in which there is the Madhurya Maryada, the last limit of the ultimate sweetness. Sri Chaitanya Dayanide Tavadaya Bhuyada Mandodaya. This mercy of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu is Amandodaya. Amandodaya. Manda means slow, dull, or negative, evil. So the Amandodaya Daya, that means the non-evil producing mercy. Mercy that doesn't produce any evil. What does it mean? Just like if there's one alcoholic person, he's living in the street, he has no money for food. So you think, I'll be merciful to him. Let me give him some money. So you give some money to him, then what will he do? He'll go and spend it on more alcohol. And by this he'll kill himself slowly. So in this world, there's so many types of compassion, types of mercy, but this is not Amandodaya Daya. It is not the non-evil producing mercy, but it is a mercy that the sequel to that mercy is suffering. Like this. So Bhattaji, the question is, how do we enter into bhajan? And Bhattaji starts explaining Advaya Gyan Paratattva. Why? Because the pastimes of Sri Radha Krishna themselves, they are completely beyond the dualities of this world. If anyone's mind is involved in duality, they cannot know them, they cannot conceive, and if they try to conceive, then this is a kalpana, imagination. Yesham tu antagatam papam jananam punya karmanam te dvanva moha nirmukta bhajantimam dridhabrata. When your pap is finished, from last life and this life also, and becoming free from all the bewilderment of duality, after that, bhajantimam dridhabrata, then there's a firm bhajan. Sri Krishna has said. So, through the Vaishnavas, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu's Amandodaya Daya, non-evil producing mercy. Otherwise, just like if someone has diabetes and you give them so many rasagullas, so much sweets, then this will not be positive for them. So first, Siddhanta Biliya Chete Nakar Alas Jahoite Krishna Lagi Sudra-manas. When it comes to understanding Siddhanta, don't be lazy. Don't be a lazy person. By hearing Siddhanta and making the effort to understand, then Krishna Lagi Sudra-manas. The mind becomes firmly fixed at the lotus feet of Sri Krishna. Nishta will come, and then Eka anga sadike ho sadi bahuanga Nishta hoila upajoy Premera taranga. When that Nishta is there, then after that one can feel spontaneously the Prem, love rising up in the heart. So we are overjoyed to come together with so many high-level and advanced Vaishnavas for this festival. Bhattaji was saying 5 things are very powerful. 5 Angas of Bhakti are very powerful. Sadhu Sangha, Nama Kirtan, Bhagavat Sravan, Mathura Vasa Sri Motira Shadya Sevan. At this festival, we are getting the rare opportunity to be under the guidance of Bradrasik Vaishnavas and follow all these 5 Angas of Bhakti. Sadhu Sangha, first most important. Without Sadhu Sangha, the other practices, they cannot become complete. We cannot hear Bhagavatam without a sadhu. Asat Sangha Bhai Krishna Naam Nahi Hai. Namakshara Bahirai Bhatu Nama Kabu Nai. Without Sadhu Sangha, then our chanting, it may be Nama Bas, Nama Prad, but not Shuddha Nam without Sadhu Sangha. The Namakshara Bahirai, the external syllables of the name, is not the name. So Sadhu Sangha is essential. See, Krishna has told to Uddhavaji, Parasparanukathanam Pavanam Bhagavat Yasha Mito Rati Mito Tushti Nivita Mito Atmana Smarantya Smarayantascha Mito Gogam Haram Harim Bhaktya Sanjatya Bhaktya Bibrat Utpulakam Tanum. He's describing this beautiful anger of bhakti called Sadhu Sangha. How does it go on? Parasparanukathanam. One is speaking, another is listening. Then another is speaking, another is listening. Paraspara anukata. Continuous harikata, going back and forth. Paraspara anukathanam, pavanam bhagavat yasha. And this glory of Sri Krishna is purifying to the heart of everyone. Mito rati, mito tushti. In that sadhu sangha, there's a mito rati, that means love for each other. The devotees, they have love and affection for each other. Actually, in this world, no one can be satisfied without love and affection. So mito rati, mito tushti, when there's love and affection between the Vaishnavas, heart becomes tushti, satisfied. And only when the heart is satisfied, then nivrita, mita atmana, it's possible to give up all the anarthas, anartha nivriti. Because what is sense gratification? What is sense gratification? Is due to depression of not feeling satisfied. Due to an emptiness of the heart, we try to take the anesthetic which will dull our sense of dissatisfaction, to drown and forget about it by engaging in some worldly activities. But when the heart is satisfied by Harikatha, by the love and affection of the devotees, then it's very easy to let go of all attachments in this world. Smarantya smarayantascha. The Vaishnavas remember Krishna and they remind each other of Krishna. And when, you see, Radha-Raman Lal is here and he's watching everyone. Mitogo gam haram harim. When Sri Krishna sees that the devotees are engaged in hearing and chanting beautiful Harikatha, when Krishna sees they have love and affection for each other, when Sri Krishna sees because they are so satisfied they have left everything else, Sri Krishna's heart becomes so pleased with that he personally removes every obstacle in your life that may come in the way of your bhajan path, your path of bhajan. Krishna personally does it because he's pleased. Don't think alone that you can do bhajan, being independent of Guru and independent of Vaishnavas. No. In the sadhu sangha only. Krishna becomes pleased by when we have sadhu sangha and he removes all obstacles. Then bhaktya sanjataya bhaktya. Bhakti comes from bhakti. Bhakti is causeless. So there's nothing you can do in this world to produce it. Bhakti is causeless means the cause of bhakti is bhakti. That means that if I have any bhakti, the cause of my bhakti was Guru's bhakti. Any pure saint's bhakti. So bhaktya sanjataya bhaktya bibrad utpulakam tanum means if in that association there is at least one bhav bhakta, shuddha sattva visheshatma prema suryangsu sangyabhat, one person Ruchi bischittamasrinya kridaso bhav uchate, whose heart has melted with the intense sevabriti, abhilas, desire to meet with Krishna, to render favorable service and have the surid, very close, intimate relationship. If one person is like that, then when the Harikatha and Kirtan is going on, from the heart of that person, it is reflected in all the others. And how do you know? Bibrad utpalakam tanum. Everyone's hairs, they start to stand on end. Bhaktya sandhyatya bhaktya. This is how the creeper of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, he has come to give Radha Dasyam. But how does he give it? Through this process. So, sadhu sangha, most important. And we are very fortunate. Actually, I didn't come to this festival to speak. That is just an excuse. I came here only to meet with Maharaj, and with Maharaj, and with Bhattaji Maharaj, Krishna Chandra and others. But I have to say something just for my excuse, for my cover. Just like once, you know, one devotee, he came to Param Pujapad Srila Bhakti Rakshak Maharaj, and he said, "Oh, Gurudev, a devotee has come from very, very far away. And he arrived earlier while you were resting, but he's waiting patiently. He came and he said, I want to have the darshan of a sadhu." When Pujapad Maharaj heard this, he said, "Bring me my disguise. Bring me my disguise." What is that? Tilak. Because pure devotee. Premara swabhava yaha premara sambandha. Say mani Krishna mori nahi prema ganda. When there's real love, the person who has a love, he thinks I have no love at all. So Maharaj said to his servant, "Bring me my disguise. I have to disguise myself as a sadhu." So he put on the tilak. He said, "Oh, I am lucky today. Today I will get the darshan of the person who wants to have a darshan of a sadhu." How important is sadhu sangha? What qualities the sadhus have? Srila Rupa Goswami Pad, he has said, "Aprakshay klamam atmane vidadati pritya paresha priyam lajjante duritujjamad api nijastotranu bandadapi vidya vita kudari bista yadami yanti kraman namratam ramya kapi satamniyam vijayate naisagiki prakriya." Wow. Srila Rupa Goswami Pad is saying, how beautiful, how enchanting are the Vaishnava sadhus. Naisagiki prakriya. They have a nature. It's not a kritrim bhav, not artificial, but naisagiki. Their nature automatically is like what? Apraksha klamam atmane. They themselves, they're doing so much seva, going here and there, speaking all the time, and they become exhausted. But they never see their own suffering, they never see their own exhaustion at all. Pritya paresham priyam. But with love, they're trying to help others and uplift others. This is their nature. It means that in this world, if there's some person, they're acting as if they have very good character. They're acting as if they have the integrity and sadacha, proper behavior. But secretly, they do some nonsense, some adharma. They're doing some nonsense. Then one day, in front of everyone, then someone said, and unveils their cheating in front of everyone. At that time, that person becomes ashamed, completely ashamed. So Srila Rupa Goswami Pad is saying, the sadhus are the opposite of that. If someone will glorify a sadhu, so Maharaj, you are a great devotee. Your Harikatha is so sweet. You are inspiring so many people. You are empowered by Nityananda Prabhu himself. If someone will glorify the sadhu, he feels like that person whose the adharma has become unveiled and becomes ashamed. This is the pure heart of the sadhu. Vidya vit kuladibis. Usually in this world, when a person gets knowledge, more qualifications, more degrees, more master's degrees, more PhDs, then the more knowledge they have, the more proud they become. Vitta. If someone has $10,000, $20,000, $1 million, $5 million, 10 million, a billion, then what comes next? Crore, koti, parada. The more money a person gets, then the more proud they become. The more family members they have, the more children, grandchildren, great-grandchildren, or the more disciples and followers they have, a person gets proud. But, see the Rupa Goswami Pad saying, it's the naisagiki prakriya, the nature of the pure sadhus. More knowledge they have, more humble they become. More wealthy they become, the more humble they become. More disciples they have, more humble they become. Why? Because they know yad yad vibhuti mat sattvam srimat urjitam eva va tat eva vagacchatstam mama tejangsa sambhavam. Whatever opulence is in this world, whatever power, whatever beauty, whatever influence is in this world, this is just a little drop of Krishna's beauty. It has nothing to do with us. Sri Sri Guru Gaurango Jayata. All glories to Guru. All glories to Gauranga. He thinks, I am not worthy of any of these things. These are all Krishna's things, Gurudev's things, not my things. And he becomes more humble and ashamed. So these are the qualities of the Vaishnavas. And really, at this festival, we are lucky to have the association of such Vaishnavas. That's why I have come here. So first anga, and powerful anga of bhakti, sadhu sangha. Then, nama kirtan. Prema nama adbhutata sravana patakata kasya nam mahimna koveta kasya brindavana vipinu mahamadurishu pravesha kova janati radha paramarasam chamakkar madhurya simham ekas Chaitanya chandraha paramakurunaya sarvamavischakaraha. It was not known before. What are the glories of the holy name? E dwara achandale kirtana sanchare nama prema malaganti paraila sangsare. Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu took the flowers of this name, one flower, Hari. Then he sewed it onto the thread. Then another one, Krishna. Then he took another flower, Hare, Krishna, 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 Hare, Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama. Ram, Rama, Hare, Hare. When you see a garland, you can see all the flowers. But you cannot see that inside there's a sutra. So Mahaprabhu made a garland of this holy name, and inside is the Prem Sutra. Prem Sutra. And he's offered this to the world. And what is included in this Prem Sutra? Prema nama adbhutata sravana patakata kasya nam mahimna Koveta kasya brindava vana vipina mahamadurishu pravesha. Before Mahaprabhu revealed it, no one knew how to enter into the sweetness of the Brajamandal, the sweetness of the forest of Vrindavan. So that is also one of the 5 most powerful angas of bhakti, Mathura Vas. Mathura Vas means Brajamandal, or Kshetramandal, or Navadvip Mandal. But we are not only in Mathura. Vaikuntaj janito baramadapuri tatrapi ratsotsavad Brindara nyamudara pani ramanat tatrapi govardhanaha. Higher than Mathura, higher than Gokul Mahavan, higher than Vrindavan. In this festival, by mercy of Radhika, we are fortunate to be here in the lap of Giriraj Govardhan. Pramada madana lila kandare kandare te rachyati navayuno dondam asmin namandam itikilanat kalanatam lagnakastatvaryomi nijanikata dehi govardhanatvam. In the caves and the kunjas, everywhere, here at Govardhan. See Radha Krishna engaged in their Pramada Madana Lila, completely intoxicated in their loving pastimes. And Giriraj Govardhan, he is the Sakshi. He is the witness of that. He is witness. So if one can take shelter of Giriraj Govardhan, then he can also bless us. Vishakam Shikshali Vitarana Gurutvai Priyasaro Grindro Tat Prakshalalita Datvais Paramana Raghunath Swami. You should know that Giriraj Govardhan can give the praksha, he can give the vision of the Leela Vilas of Radha and Krishna. So Sadhu Sangha, Nama Kirtan, Mathuravas, Srimutir Shadaya Sevan, Thakurji is here. All devotees will be serving every day, coming in the morning into this kunj to serve in the Nishanta Leela of Radha-Raman Lal. And Bhagavat Sravan. Bhagavat Sravan. This Bhagavat Sravan is something apurva, unprecedented. Sajori Dyavarudha Teyattakriti Susrusibis Tatchanat. Susrusubi means by those who simply desire to hear Srimad Bhagavatam. What to speak of hearing Srimad Bhagavatam if you simply have the strong desire, I want to go and hear Srimad Bhagavatam from the lips of a pure Vaishnav. Then what happens? Sajoridyavarudayatra. See, Krishna comes running and takes his seat in your heart because he wants to be in the front row for this Harikatha. Avaruddhate. Avaruddhate means when he comes into your heart, then the door slams and it's locked and he cannot get out. He will not leave. When does he come? Tatchanat. Tatchanat means at that moment. That very moment when you desire to hear Srimad Bhagavatam. Krishna comes because he wants to hear. Tatchan means at that moment. But Kshan. Kshan also means Utsava. Utsava. Because hearing Srimad Bhagavatam is such an Anand Utsava for Krishna himself. So he comes at once and he sits in our heart when we want to hear Harikatha. And Srinvata Swakatha Krishna Punya Sravana Kirtana Hriyadantas Tohya Badrani Vidunoti Suritsatam. It may be when he gets there it's a bit of a mess. But because he's Suritsatam, he's our friend. So Krishna himself will personally just start tidying up. You know, if someone is not your friend, you just kind of know him. He'll come and knock on the door. If there's no answer, he'll wait outside. But someone who's your friend, he'll see, is it open? Whether there's anyone's home or not, he'll see, is it, oh, it's open. Then he'll open it and walk in. Then when he gets inside, if he's really your friend, what will he do? He'll look around. It's a bit messy in here. Let me tidy up before he gets home. And then your friend will start cleaning. So Krishna is like that, Surit Satam, very kind. Just desiring to hear, he will come. And when you're actually hearing, then Krishna starts cleaning everything. Then Chittaikagrata comes. Chittaikagrata. Steadiness of the chitta. When the steadiness of the chitta is there, then Sri Krishna reflects his beautiful Tribhangalalit Swarup in the heart. The Spurti of Krishna. Without Spurti of Krishna, we cannot be a Vaishnava. Only Vaishnava Bhas. So, hearing Bhagavatam is something aprakrita, supernatural. In fact, Sutta Goswami Pad himself, he has said, Kasma yena vibhasitoya matalo jnana pradeepa pura tadrupena chanaradaya munaye krishnaya tadrupina yogindraya tadatmanata bhagavat rataya karunyatas Tatshuddham vimalam vishokam amritam satyam param dhimahi. In the end of Srimad Bhagavatam, the secret of Srimad Bhagavatam has been given. The secret of the Bhagavat Guru Parampara. People wonder, what is the Bhagavat Guru Parampara? Did Prabhupada Bhaktisiddhanta Thakur invent this? No. The Bhagavat Guru Parampara is described in Srimad Bhagavatam. In the end, 12th canto, also in the 3rd canto. There is a line from the Sankarshan coming and Uddhav, that line. And then there's a line from Brahma. This is the line coming from Krishna to Brahma here. Kasma yena vibhatito yamatulam. Here, very humbly Sutta Goswami Pad is saying, In the beginning of time, Sri Krishna spoke this Bhagavatam to Brahma. Then, Tadrupena Chanaradaya. Then, we think, this is the general people think, Lord Brahma described Bhagavatam to Narad. General people think. And then Narad described Bhagavatam to Vyas, and Vyas to Shukadev, and Shukadev to Sutta Goswami. This is what the general people think. But this is not what Sutta Goswami is saying. He said, Tadrupena Chanaradaya. Then, Sri Krishna took the form of Brahma. And Krishna himself revealed the Bhagavatam to Narad. Tadrupena Naradaya Munaye Krishnaya Tadrupena. Then Sri Krishna himself, he took the form of Narad. And Krishna himself revealed to Vyas. Tadrupena. Yogindraya Tadatmana. Same thing. Then Sri Krishna took the form of Vyas and revealed to Shukadev. Why? Nayam atma pravachanein labyo namedaya na bahuna srutena yemeve se vrinute tena labyas tasyai satma vivrinute tanum swam. We cannot know the Supreme Lord by giving clever lectures. We cannot know by our own intelligence or by much study of the Vedas. The Supreme Lord is only known to that person to whom the Supreme Lord personally reveals himself. So Bhagavat Guru Parampara means in every generation, when the Shuddha Vaishnav sits down and begins Janma Jasyaya Tanvayat Itaratas Chateshva Bigaswarat Tane Brahma Hridaya Adi Kavaye Muhyanti Yatsuraya. That time Krishna appears there. And Krishna himself personally reveals to the next generation. So Sutta Goswami is saying Bhagavat Rataya Tadrupina, and then he stops there. Because he's very humble. But the dhwani, the implication, he does not want to say, hey, Shaunaka and all the rishis, Shaunaka and rishis understand. Actually, I am not revealing this to you. Krishna himself has appeared in my form and is revealing it to you. But he's quiet about that. But those who are rasik, they can hear the dhwani, they understand. Oh, my pranam to Sutta Goswami. Veita tvam somya tat sarvam tattva danugrahat bruyusnik dasya sisyasya guruvoku yopyam uta. Shaunika Rishi had said to Sutta Goswami, oh, there are many rishis here, but we want to take shelter of you. Why? Bruyusnik dasya sisyasya, because you are snigdha shishya, very, very affectionate disciple. Because you have so much love and affection for your Gurudev, Shukadev Goswami, there is no question. We know, Guyam Apiyuta, that he must have revealed the Guhya, Guyatara and Guyatama. The greatest, all the secrets, the Bhajan Rahasya, he must have revealed it to you. So this is Bhagavat Sravan, not an ordinary event. It is the appearance of Krishna himself, revealing himself, giving himself to his own devotees. So Srila Rupa Goswami Pad, he has said, Duru adbhuta viryasmin Shraddha dhureistu panchake Yatra swalpopi sambandha Sadhyam bhav janmane. These 5 angas of bhakti, Sadhu Sangha Nama Kirtan Bhagavat Saram Bhaturavas Srimutira Shraddha Sevan. These 5 angas of bhakti, Duru adbhut viryasmin. They have adbhut, astonishing power. Not only astonishing, Duru adbhut. The power of these 5 angas of bhakti is so astonishing. It is beyond the intellect. It is achintya. No one can fully explain it. Even the Vedas themselves cannot find words to express. How powerful are these 5 angas of bhakti? Why? Yatra swalpopi sambandha sadhyam bhava janmane. Even if a person, they don't have steady faith, Shraddha dhure, they are quite far away from attaining a strong faith, becoming Shraddhanvita. But still, yatra swalpi sambandha, by a little connection with these 5 angas of bhakti, sadhyam, if our heart is saddhi, that means we are not critical. of others. And we are not hypocritical. We are not pretending. If we are not critical and we are not hypocritical, then sadhyam bhava janmane, even faith is not steady, but one by a touch of these angas of bhakti, bhav janmane, bhav will manifest in the heart. Bhav will come. Bhav will come. Many persons hearing, no, they shake this. So Rupa Goswami, Duru at Bhuta, you cannot understand. Just sit, listen, don't be critical, don't be hypocritical, and just listen. Then we can realize the power of these angas of bhakti. Very, very powerful. So the subject, now tonight is a little introduction and it's late, so I don't want to go on for a long time. But I just want to touch little. The subject is, see, Radha-rasa-sudha-nidhi. Radha-rasa-sudha-nidhi. Who is Radha? Radha Krishna Pranaya Vikriti Ladini Shakti Rasmat. See, Krishna is Paramatattva, Advaya Gyan Paramatattva. He is Sachidananda Vigraha. He is Sarva Shaktiman, but he is full Shakti. Radha Purna Shakti, Krishna Purna Shaktiman. Dui Bastu Bed Nai Shastra Praman. He is full Shakti, by which everything, without which he cannot do anything. That is Sri Radha. That is a Tattva Vichar. Tattva Vichar. Srimati Radharani herself has described, oh, what is my relation with Krishna? Radharani herself has said. She said, Yatsneya Pura Brita Bhajana Rajitaika Varchagra Vachamala Deepa Yugam Chakasti Tatschaita Etara Tamopanubat Paroksham Anandayeda Kila Pashvagata Sadalihi. She said, O Saki, telling one Saki, there is one oil lamp. There is an oil lamp. And in this oil lamp there is a wick. But this wick is not put in like this. This wick has two ends. It's soaking in the oil and two ends are coming up. And the pujari has lit both ends. So there are two flames. And these two flames, they illuminate each other. And they also illuminate the 8 directions all the way around. So Srimati Radhika said, in the same way, this wick, this is my Atma and Krishna's Atma. Ekatmanavapi bhuvi pura deha bedam gatoto. Krishna and I, we are one Atma, soaking in the oil that is a sneha. Yat sneha pura britabhajanarayat. One Atma soaking in sneha. But two forms. That is the two flames. The darkness means separation. The sadness of separation. So these two flames, the form of Krishna and the form of Radhika, they are illuminating, giving each other joy and dissipating the sadness of each other's separation from each other. But at the same time, they are also dissipating the darkness in 8 directions. That means these two are the only source of happiness for the Astasakis. Lalita Vichaka Chitra Champakalata Tungavidya Induleka Rangadevi Sudevi. Maharaj has just come from taking the dust over their lotus feet in all their villages. So yadyapatet vira marutate tata kampam bhaved yugapad eva bhajat chamurcham sadhya vyagra sadali tadavarne yateta tatsusta yedsha sukha sadmagatam vidaya. Radhika said, and my Sakis are like this. You know, if you have a deep, you are outside and the wind is blowing, then what happens? When the wind blows, both flames are moving together. So in the same way, Srimati Radhika and Krishna. Krishna may be here and Krishna may be there. But when Radhika feels the wind of separation and she trembles, then Krishna in another place, he's trembling from Radhika's separation. Rupa Goswami has written, even if Krishna is in Dwarka, in the lap of Rukmini, when Radhika cries, Kaha mora pranonata murali badan, Krishna faints in the lap of Rukmini, far away. You see. So what to speak of Vrindavan, they are closer together. When the wind of separation blows, both Radha and Krishna are trembling in unison. So just as a person who has a lamp with the flames and there's some danger that they might go out, then what do they want to do? They quickly want to cover it. And in great anxiety, they run inside and they bring them to safety. So in the same way, just as a person is in anxiety quickly to cover the flames and bring them to the shelter, so all the Sakhis, at every moment, they are running here and there. Madhyama Vayasa Sakhi Skande Karanyas Krishna Leela Manobriti Sakhi Ashopash. Ramananda Rai, he said that who are the Sakhis? Radhika's Manobriti. Yogas Chitta Vritti Nirodha. All your thoughts are Chitta Vrittis. There are movements of pran in your Chitta, your Chitta Vrittis. So your Chitta Vrittis are private. No one can see them. Actually, Gurudev can see them. But general persons cannot see your Chitta Vrittis, what's going on inside your mind. But could you imagine if each one of your Chitta Vrittis took a form outside and was running around here and there? What would it be like? What would it be like? So Radhika is actually like that. Krishna Leela Manobriti Sakhi Ashapash. The Chitta Vrittis, that means Radharani's Seva Vrittis, all the movements of her mind, all her desires to serve Sri Krishna have manifested outwardly in the form of her Sakhis. Then Lalita, Vishaka, Rupa, all. They're running here and there, trying to bring these two flames together in the shelter of a Nikunj, so they'll not be trembling in separation from each other. So that is a seva. So we have mentioned something. Who is Radha? Who is Radha? In her own words. And what is the Rasa-sudha-nidhi? The Rasa-sudha-nidhi is the ocean of the nectar of that seva. It is the Sevamrita. It is the Sevamrita of those Sakhis. Radhika's Manobriti, Sakhi Ashapasa, wandering here and there, always trying to bring Radha and Krishna together. That is their life and soul. And in this seva, it is the unlimited ocean of nectar. What kind of nectar? What kind of nectar is in this Sakhi seva? Manjari seva to Radha and Krishna. What kind of nectar is there? I take permission from Prajanath, one more verse. Okay, one?
The kitchen is going to close.
Yes. Just one verse. What is this Radha-rasa-sudha-nidhi? This Sudha-nidhi, that ocean. Sudha means Amrita. What is this ocean of nectar? Srila Prabodhananda Saraswati Thakur himself has said, Radha-nagara keli sagara nimagna nali yatat yatsukam notal lesha lavayate bhagavata sarvopi sokyutsava tatra sha yadi kasyachin nirupamam praptasya bhagyasriyam sri brindavana nam nidamni parameswiyam vapu nasyatu. I want to die in this Vrindavan. Vapur nasyatu. May my body be destroyed in this Vrindavan. Why? Because by doing bhajan here and giving up one's life in the dust of this place, then what is attained? Such a thing. Radha Nagara Keli Sagra. The beloved of Radhika, Radha Nagara Krishna. His pastimes with Srimati Radhika. Keli Sagra, the ocean of his pastimes. They are seen through the gavaksh. That means through the lattice windows of the Nikunja. The maidservants of Radhika, they come up to the window and they peep inside and they see the pastimes of Radha Krishna. So Radha Nagara Keli Sagara Nimagnali Drisham Yatsukam. The Ali, the Sakhis, their eyes are nimagna, sinking into the ocean of Radha Krishna's Keli Vilas. And when their eyes sink into the ocean of the beautiful pastimes of Radha Krishna, then Drisham Yatsukam, the happiness that they feel. Nota Lesha Lavaya Te Bhagavasarva Upisokutsava. Everyone knows that Krishna is Anandamoy Bhagavan. He is Ananda Swarup. He is full of joy. Not only that, Krishna does not have one form. Krishna has many forms. Many forms. Ahoti Danya Brajagoma Ramanya Pitam Stanamritam Pitam Ativrate Brala. Krishna expanded, he became so many coward boys to taste the milk of the mother, so many calves to take the milk of the cow. Krishna has many forms, not only in one universe, in all the universes. Not only in all the universes in Golok Vrindavan, in many Prakash there. Krishna has many forms in which he enjoys Ananda. But Srila Prabodhananda Saraswati Thakur is saying that all the arrangements for all the Ananda of Bhagavan Sri Krishna, that means here, not Bhagavan, Kunja Bihari, Vrindavan Bihari Lal Sri Krishna, all the arrangements for the Ananda that Sri Krishna makes, it cannot be equal to one drop in the ocean of the happiness which is experienced by the eyes of the Manjaris when they behold Radha Krishna's pastimes. That is the Radha-rasa-sudha-nidhi. The ocean of the Sevamrita to Radhika. It is such a thing. It is even beyond Sri Krishna's experience. So this is the subject that we'll be discussing here for 7 days. Not always very close to the nectar of the topic. We can from far away give pranam to that. But especially the discussion, what is the path? How to enter from the very beginning, step by step. And enter into the bhajan. This will be the subject. So we're all most fortunate to be here to practice these 5 most powerful limbs of bhakti, so we can have a nishta, Radha nishta, become fixed on our goal of life. My Gurudev used to say, if you don't do anything in this life, but you just do one thing, fix your prayojan, fix your goal, Radha Dasyan, then that life is successful. Bole Vrindavan Bihari Lala ki jai, Varsani Wali ki jai, Vrishabhanu Raj Kumari Ju ki jai, Jai Jai Sri Radhe. Gaur Premanande.